Happy Friday, everyone. I'm going to go over the final announcements for the week and also the instructions for your reading quiz 6 today. This is a written task response, so I do have some information that I do want to clarify for you. The first thing I wanted to start with, though, as always, is that many of you have missing assignments. Progress reports went home. I've gotten some emails from parents and guardians. You need to check Aspen for what you are missing. This is a running list of all assignments up through last week, not including this week's Joseph Mangla article and quiz, as well as the reading assignments that were due this morning and the discussion question for chapters 19 through 21. Remember, all of that must be completed in order for you to get full credit for the week because they are individual assignments. Similarly, if you are not attending the 4 Zoom sessions Monday through Thursday, you do not earn all of your CTL points, and as I have mentioned before, there is no way to pass with anything above a 70 if you aren't consistently attending. In fact, you are probably in danger of failing because CTL is 35% of your grade this quarter. Now, let's move on to the materials that you'll need for the reading quiz today. Materials you need for reading quiz 6, since it is a written response and it is not a narrative response, you can use anything from the entire novel. So anything from chapter 1 through 21. You can use your signpost annotations, your comprehension questions, and the glossaries. So again, the entire novel is accessible for evidence. It's not just the chapters we read this week. How to complete the quiz. So there are a few steps you'll need to follow to complete the quiz. The first is, as always, I give you an assignment checklist to help you ensure that you complete the task proficiently. You need to open that up and you need to read through it. It has a prompt, it has a breakdown of the expectations for what you need in the prompt, and also information about revising before you turn it in so you don't have any silly mistakes or errors. You will need to read the writing task prompt that is on the checklist. Note, your response needs to be at least one paragraph. As long as it is one paragraph and meets all of the criteria stated in the checklist, then you will earn full credit. Could be more than one paragraph. You could do a multi-paragraph response. That doesn't necessarily mean you will get a better grade, though. It's really about the quality of your writing and information. So you can include any relevant evidence from chapters 1 through 21. This is an expository response. So unlike the response you did 2 weeks ago, it's not a narrative, it's not a short story, meaning that you'll need quoted evidence that is accurately cited, which is explained in the checklist. Before you type your response, you need to plan it in the organizer. It is titled Prisoner B 3087 Reading Quiz 6 Graphic Organizer. Don't use complete sentences. This should take you 15 to 20 minutes to plan. Before you submit your response and graphic organizer, you need to use that checklist and read through your response at least 2 times to make sure you have met all criteria. This quiz is due by Saturday, May 16th at midnight, so you should have it finished by then. I give you 48 hours because it is a writing task. Now, the prompt today is write a 1-paragraph response to answer the following. On page 137, Yannick states, you could play by the rules, keep yourself clean, do everything right, and still the Nazis would kill you for looking at them wrong, but I played the game. Now, I wanted to review quickly some things you need to make sure you have. Typically, in your introduction, you have a hook and then you summarize the novel. But in addition to summarizing the novel, you need to make sure in your introduction with that summary, you explain what Yannick means by playing the game. What does this metaphor mean? How does it relate to what the Nazis are doing? They're not literally playing a game like a board game or a sporting event, so what does he mean by that? And then your thesis statement is that you should restate the question. So rules Yannick follows in order to play the game are, and listing 3 overarching ideas or 3 examples of actions he takes that help him survive throughout the novel so far. You can choose any 3, but then you will need the quotation evidence and you'll have to, in your paragraph response, say, this action helps him to survive because of this, or this ideal belief system helps him to survive because of this. You need at least 3. You can have more than that, but it's 3 pieces of evidence. You need to constantly clearly link back, well, how are these actions, how are these beliefs, how are these rules he follows helping him to survive? If you have any questions, I'm available today via email, text. I will get on Zoom with you if you need me to help you. Anything you need, I am happy to support you. I won't be available Saturday if you finish the prompt, but I will be re-available Monday, and I still provide support then. You don't get penalized for being late. Now, I want to remind everyone that I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you Monday, 12:32 or 4 p.m. for ELA announcements. Please, please, please check your Aspen grade, review the progress report that was emailed to your parent, and get in any missing work to me so that I can grade that. You don't want to be looking at June and worried about failing. Have a nice weekend.